All right. All right. Welcome, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to tonight's opportunity call with Numi. My name is Keith Chesson. I'm your host for this evening. And Double Diamond with Numi. My wife Jamie and I got started almost 4 years ago, April of 2022. And I got really excited about the technology of hydrostat, the methodology of reducing the particle size less than, in the ultra nano region, and allowing for fast and effective absorption through the mucosa, getting right into the bloodstream. So that was a technology that I'd kind of prayed for. And when I learned that Numi had it, I got really, really excited. And so as a result, we began sharing. And what I saw that one Saturday morning, the day before Easter in 2022, is what you're going to get to see tonight. And I can't wait to share. But you have about 30 seconds to go ahead and re-invite or give a shout or call or send a text or a quick message on Facebook. Get the word out to your friends. We got about 30 seconds before we kick it off. So let me start that timer now. All right, all right, all right. Once again, my name is Keith Chasson, Double Diamond with Numi. I always like to know where people are chiming in from or tuning in from. So in the chat, why don't you drop a little quick message? Let me know where you're tuning in from. We generally have folks anywhere all the way from Perth, Western Australia, New Zealand, Canada, South America, the United States, all over the globe, because Numi is now a global opportunity with over 70 something countries locked in and dialed into hydrostat molecular encapsulated technology. All right, so with no further ado, we're going to kind of get started. Let me share my screen here real quick. All right. So welcome again, once again to tonight's presentation. Who is Numi? The trailblazers and innovators. A vision of the future, dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting-edge technology, hydrostat molecular encapsulation delivery system, and that's hydrostat, of course. So the problem with nutritional supplementation for a long time has always been poor absorption rates. Studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. And this was evidenced and verified, by folks who clean out things like septic tanks. They find all the I know it's kind of gross to think about, but they find all the unused supplements that people swallowed in that particular environment. And that's just proof that oral supplementation just is very ineffective, very inefficient, and just does not work. This means only a fraction of nutrients actually reach the cells where they're needed. That's important. So the solution to that is hydrostat. Transforming health with breakthrough science, our proprietary production process, hydrostat sets us apart in delivering high quality products that embody our commitment to excellence. And it's all about the cell size. Numi's molecular ingredients are between 10 to 100 millimicrons, ultra or sub-nano region in particle size. They're small enough to actually be fully absorbed by the human cells. Molecules in other supplements are just too large to be absorbed by the cells, so they just get excreted from the body without actually being used effectively. If you notice in the graphic, our particle size versus the human cell versus the other particle size, there's quite a difference. And that's the hydrostat technology. It's simply because of the surface area. If you notice the graphic on the right, where the average particle size hits the cell, it only a very small portion of that particle actually touches, just like you see now. With hydrostat, we nanosize it and break it into many more particles so that everything is actually felt and absorbed by the cell. Numi wraps their ingredients in ultra pure water clusters for protection and instant absorption so that the supplements are absorbed before they make it into the stomach. Water also doesn't include the potential toxicity that lipids or fats do. Most lipids or liposomals are made from seed oils, highly toxic and inflammatory to the brain. You never need to take a break from Numi supplements because of the ultra pure water molecular encapsulation. So here's the difference. Our cell size, the surface area, and the hydrostat. That's what makes up our technology. That's what gets the particles sublingually into the bloodstream in 30 seconds and permeating all the cells throughout the entire body in 70. That's the three key differences. Now that we're able to get the product into the cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione, because glutathione is what I got excited about. It is the master antioxidant. It's the protector and detoxifier of the cell. It's the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. Glutathione also recycles itself to increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants like vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and A, and superoxide dismutase. It's one of the most studied molecules in all the world with over 100, actually it's over 190,000 studies on PubMed compared to its closest rival, which is vitamin C, and only 78,000 studies. What are doctors saying about glutathione? Well, Dr. Oz, you know that guy, right? It's the most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases that you fear the most. It's called glutathione, he says. Now write it down because it's critically important. And his partner, Dr. David Katz, who's the director of Yale University's Disease and Prevention Research Center. If you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just doesn't seem to be firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. Here's what happens in your body as you age with your glutathione levels. You know, when you're first born, your glutathione levels are maximum, right? You hit your early 20s, somewhere in that range. The dulls of life, you know, the water we're drinking, the food we're eating, the air we're breathing, the stresses of life, that glutathione begins to deplete itself, and we don't replace it fast enough, so it declines as we get older. By the time we reach my age, 63 this year, my glutathione level is about half of what it was when I was in my 20s. So no wonder they have all these things they call the diseases of aging, right? Because low glutathione could be both cause and effect, right? Just like what Dr. Oz said. Your glutathione levels decrease the longer you are alive. Continuous attacks on your cells, just like we mentioned, invasions of toxins, heavy metals, and exposure to radiation. And with today, all the 5G towers, the Wi-Fi networks that were always uh, around, it's just causing havoc, wreaking havoc on the human body. So here's the benefits. High glutathione levels are associated with an extensive number of health, performance, and anti-aging benefits. Signs of low glutathione. Here's some things to keep in mind or keep your eye on as you're living your life. A weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches, inflammation, premature aging and disease, dull or dry skin. How about gray hair and balding? Brain fog. Who has brain fog out there? Anyone get any headaches? Digestive issues. They say our gut is a second brain. Anyone with digestive issues, allergies, and even weight gain. These are all signs potentially with low glutathione. Here's signs of high glutathione. You have a boosted immune function, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance, balanced inflammation, delayed aging and disease, healthy and radiant looking skin, not that dull gray dry looking stuff, right? Balanced digestion, reduced allergic reactions, and better weight management. Let's take a look at our hydroside product breakdown. These are all the different product lines that Numi has released that includes the hydroside technology. FDA disclaimer, these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any type of disease. They're strictly designed to support the body's well-being. Here's a problem in the marketplace out there. Glutathione decreases with age and environment, right? Remember, air we breathe, water we drink, food we eat, leaving no practical way to actually get glutathione into the cell. Introducing the solution, NutraSwish. Using proprietary hydroside technology, Numi has nano-sized glutathione L-cysteine, curcumin, and other key nutrients to become bioavailable within seconds, making them highly cellular utilized. You just simply orally swish for about 30 seconds and swallow. You don't even have to swallow. That's not the mechanism. It penetrates through the mucosal lines of your cheeks and gums, gets right into your bloodstream in 30 seconds, and into all your cells within 70. You could spit. You don't have to swallow it. Experience these benefits with NutraSwish. Immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy. How about rapid recovery? Amazing. Here's another problem in the marketplace. Skincare rarely gets past the first layer of skin, resulting in a need for many products, right? They got all different types of things. Cleanse, tone, moisturize. I can remember that when I first met my wife. Every day, 2 times a day. Skincare is also complex, ineffective, and expensive, often containing harmful, very harmful ingredients. Solution is Neumi Skin. Using Hydrostat's proprietary technology, Neumi has nano-sized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and more so that you can nourish your skin at its deepest level. You just simply go and you're done. That's your skincare routine with Neumi Skin. Here's what Neumi Skin does for you. Helps reduce pore size, smooth skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens and evens skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, fights skin aging pollutants. Absolutely amazing, amazing product. Another problem is it's all about problem and solution, right? Here's another issue in the marketplace to find a clean solution for energy and focus. People often try to resolve low energy and lack of focus with harmful stimulants. And the solution is Numi Neuro. It's available in selected markets, right? And with more coming and opening up. Recently, it just launched in I guess the Australian and New Zealand markets. Numi Neuro, also endorsed, certified by the American Brain Council, delivers a nano-delivery system to maximize absorption effectiveness of the following ingredients: arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other key nutrients. Here's the benefits: enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, heightened cognitive performance. Who doesn't want to think better, right? Who doesn't want to be more aware? Who doesn't want to get rid of the brain fog out there, right? Numi Neuro solution. Another problem in the marketplace is these endocrine disrupting chemicals that are have an increasing negative effect on women's health and hormones. Here's a solution, Numi Hers. Again, once again, available in select markets, but gradually making its way into every market. Every woman knows about the inconvenience that cycles and hormone changes can bring into life. Experience rapid results through our hydrostat technology. Every ingredient in our botanical formula was carefully selected to create a well-rounded blend of benefits. With Hers, every woman can flourish. Helps alleviates bloating, cramps, and PMS. I can remember my daughter. So excited. You'll get to meet her in just a minute. Supports healthy hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, enhances mood and overall well-being. And finally, another problem in the marketplace is healthy hair and scalp can sometimes be elusive due to issues like dryness, dandruff, thinning, often caused by environmental factors, mostly by hormonal changes, and also by improper care. All the things that we use in our hair, right? The shampoos, the conditioners, the sprays, all the stuff and all the toxic chemicals actually would be considered improper care of the hair, right? Solution, Numi Hair. Just released this last year. Revolutionary new formula for full and lush leave-in hair therapy. Numi's hydrostat, hair hydrostat technology delivers its powerful ingredients, maximizing absorption. This innovation ensures that every application penetrates profoundly, revitalizing the scalp and promoting healthier, more vibrant hair. What Numi Hair does, strengthens the hair, enhances your scalp health, moisturizes and I guess attributes to smoothness. It has a built-in heat protection, increases your hair density. Absolutely amazing. Here's some feedback, right, to go along with these hydrostat molecular breakthroughs. Lachlan from Melbourne, Australia says he's a 24-year-old powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. He says his training recovery has been amazing, coming into each session fresh, so no soreness from previous weekly sessions. He's already hitting personal best months out from his next competition. In week 4, using Swish around his training as well as post-training sessions, even more personal bests on his lifts, including hitting 270 kilograms for 2 reps deadlift for the first time ever. So increasing strength and performance. Absolutely remarkable. That's NutraSwish. My daughter Danae here in Louisiana, 34-year-old homeschooling mother of 3. As soon as I started using NutraSwish on day 1, I immediately found I had way more energy. Also, prior to using hers, she had she would have mood swings every month, bloating, breast tenderness, all the things associated with PMS, right? However, since she's been using the hers product, she found that she don't have any more PMS symptoms at all. Absolutely remarkable. You got Greg from Christchurch, New Zealand, 58 years old, self-employed in pool construction. I've been into competitive mountain bike racing for almost my entire adult life. In my 20s, after doing half-day cycle events, I would have nothing left in the tank. Now at 58, with NutraSwish, he says I'm able to go out and do multiple days of riding with energy to spare. Plus, I have good mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and way faster recovery. Remarkable. Jeannie from Hawaii, friend of mine, 55-year-old natural health and skincare specialist. She says, wow, neuro is a noticeable cognitive, focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting, get a ton of stuff done swish that she'll never go a day without. But I challenge you to say that 3 times fast. That's some stuff. Anyone that knows me knows I have a severe attention span and memory deficit. So this is over and above the incredible benefits from NutraSwish, which also help me with those things. This is me. I was 61 years old in this photograph, 62 now, and about to turn 63 in May of this year. After suffering for almost a year with severe discomfort in my neck and my shoulder on this side from an injury, 48 hours after using NutraSwitch for the very first time, I awakened in the morning realizing I'd slept all night long. That was the first time in over almost a year. Um, I was eventually able to be completely without discomfort and return back to my body weight exercises. Today, I feel stronger than ever. Here's some transformations with the Numi skin, Elaine out of South Australia. She swears she didn't lose any weight during this 30-day period. However, looking at the impact in reducing puffiness in her face and around her neck, look at the difference. But she swears she didn't lose any weight. Notice the reduction in appearance of redness, fine lines, and pore size. This is after 4 weeks. Amazing. We got Linda from Indonesia. She said before using Newman skin, her skin was dull and rough. Look at the difference. You can see in the pictures. After just 17 days, we can see that her skin became bright, soft, and clear. Again, 17 days. Remarkable. This young lady, she's in her 80s from Nigeria, sprayed her face with Numi skin 3 to 4 times a day for 4 weeks. Look at the results. All the skin tone evening out. The dark patches are gone. Absolutely remarkable. And then we got Donna from Texas. She's overjoyed with her results when using Numi Skin. This is after 8 weeks. Look at the difference in her neck and the wrinkles, the areas around her lips. Remarkable difference. And then Sherry from Indiana, Sherry Werner, kind of our poster child, right? 2018, one of the original founders of the company. You can see after 6 years, man, if she didn't age backwards, I'm not sure what happened, but she looks absolutely amazing. Remarkable. And here's a couple before and afters with the Numi hair transformations. Rick out of Utah says, I'm so happy to have been invited to participate in the trial group for this new product. Given the amazing results, I will continue using it. Look at, you can see the difference before and after. And then this is my bride, Jamie. After using Numi hair for 5 months, I'm finally able to wear my hair shoulder length and put it up in a ponytail. As a result, my self-esteem and confidence are through the roof. Absolutely amazing. And here's Sherry again showing her Numi hair results. Remarkable. 9 months. Numi Knew You. There's an official Facebook group called Numi Knew You where a lot more testimonials are at. So I encourage you, whoever invited you here tonight, if you're not part of this group, ask them to get you an invite. Let them know who invited you and get into this group because there's thousands more of testimonials that you definitely want to read, watch, and listen to. Here's Numi's vision, or the vision of Numi's founder, Steve Scott. He spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products, purchasing the rights to those products and marketing them on TV. Over the years, he's generated over $4 billion in revenue. He was actually ready to retire until he found what he called the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, which is why he launched Numi to share this technology with the world. Well, Steve actually found Aaron. Somebody introduced him, and Aaron became president and CEO. His aim is to ensure that Numi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the industry. In this industry, if you listen to the field, you're one step ahead of the rest for sure. And this is one of the key things that kept my attention, kept me focused and locked in. NUMMI Science and Medical Advisory Board currently is made up of over 20 highly credentialed medical professionals. Whoever invited you, ask them to get the link to get you the link to the full biographies. You want to know? We're talking heart surgeons, we're talking gene specialists, genetic specialists, people from all different I guess, disciplines in the medical field, and I'm talking highly credentialed. The biggest key is that all of them, every single one of them, serve at their own pleasure. They don't get paid to be on this medical advisory board. It's an all volunteer force. Absolutely amazing. Why would they do that? Because the product is breakthrough, right? And here's our execution. Why NUMMI-based business? Led by a field-based approach, we empower our team partners to drive meaningful impact grounded in unwavering principles of integrity, transparency, and customer focus. Together, we're shaping a healthier future, one innovation at a time. The home-based business industry back in 2021, $186 billion in sales. That was up 3.3% from 2020. There's 128 million people involved worldwide and growing fast. This is an ever-changing market, ever-changing industry, and things are happening quick. NUMMI, we're open in 74 countries, over 200,000 members worldwide, unparalleled compensation plan, revolutionary business tools, a field-driven philosophy, free memberships with perks. There's NUMMI University, there's a travel program, and there's no cost for membership. That's right. You get to be a part of NUMMI for free, always and forever. There's no monthly fee, no annual fee, no none of that. Leverage the power of hydrostat. Your ROI is huge. You set up some really cool residual income, and the key is building a legacy asset. One of the things that attracted me. Real quick income disclosure statement. Refer to NUMMI's compensation plan for all the complete details. Earnings are based on individual effort, commitment, sales skills, and market conditions, with results varying among members. Depends on what type of effort you want to put out, right? NUMMI does not guarantee any specific income or success. That's based on each individual, which I like. There's no handouts. And here's the compensation plan real quick. There's two different compensation buckets, a weekly pay bucket and a monthly pay bucket. In the weekly, you get to earn fast and immediate rewards, up to 43% total in payouts. As a direct sponsor, all customer sales and all business builder sales, you earn a 25% initial commission, and also 3% is paid generationally for six levels up. Absolutely remarkable. And then in the monthly compensation, we have what's called the Power of Three. This is a monthly paid bonus. Level one is the people that you directly influence. You bring on three business builders as your partners, and they each have $100 of product each month. You earn $50 in bonus. You help those three each find three on level two. That raises your Power of Three bonus to 250, an additional $200. And then level three, where the nine on your second level each bring in three, you with your assistants, that raises your Power Three bonus to $1,500 or an additional $1,250. Not a bad payout for only 27 active members in this industry. That's practically unheard of. So that's Power Three paid monthly. In addition to that, there is a bonus pool. It's a global sharing bonus pool. And if you notice, to your right of the screen, you'll see 2 stars, you'll see 3 stars, you'll see a diamond, you'll see a double diamond, triple diamond, and you'll see a crown. This 6% is broken down into 6 different bonus pools. When you reach the rank of 2-star, you get to share in that bonus pool of that 1%. You reach the rank of 3-star, you get to share in that one. Diamond, that one. Double, triple, and crown, each one of those. And the cool thing is they're all cumulative. It's not when you reach the next one, you forget about the previous one. They all are cumulative, so they all add up. Absolutely amazing. Then there's our unilevel bonus for long-term growth. Pays out 7% down three levels initially when you sign up. No real big qualification other than being a qualified Numi member. $100 in product each month. Again, I want to point out that it's one for one. This tells you PV, which is points, 100 points. It's $1 equals 1 point. It's not none of those things you buy $100 worth of product, you get 50 points or whatever. It's a one for one ratio, which again, I like. So just by being a member, you qualify for the first three levels of in the unit level. You hit 1,500 points as your first goal as a senior member. You add an additional level, level four. You hit 1 star when you hit 5,000 points in business. That adds level five. 2 star at 10,000 points in business adds level six. And then you hit a 3 star at 20,000 points in business, and that adds level seven. And then diamond, double diamond, triple, and crown. Absolutely remarkable. And recently we added some new ranks. There's a double crown, a triple crown, and a president. And you can see the qualifications for those. There's an infinity bonus in addition to everything else we've already talked about. At Diamond, you can receive bonuses on the entire genealogy below that seventh level, all the way down to infinity. That's why they call it infinity bonus. At Diamond, there's a $2,500 cap for the infinity bonus. Double Diamond, that cap goes to 5,000. Triple Diamond is 10. Crown is 15. Double is 30. Triple Crown is 50,000. Presidential is 100. That's the infinity bonus. That's above and on top of all the other bonuses and income that we already spoke about. Absolutely remarkable. So support next steps. We have resources. There's training videos, business planning tools, access to different marketing assets through our Numi app and company Facebook groups. And we have weekly calls like this one tonight. We promote Numi.tv to invite people to see the opportunity and get some questions answered. But most importantly, I do want you to make sure uh, to figure out where you're at in these three particular key options. Number one, you're ready to get started. You tonight kind of solidified it for you. You've got all your questions answered. You no longer need to do any more due diligence. You're ready to get started. Contact the person that invited you, get their link and get started. Number two, you want to try the product. Again, reach back out to the person who invited you to the presentation and just get you an order in. Place an order as a customer if you're not sure if you want to build the business. Try the product out first. It's so easy to upgrade. Once you experience the difference of hydrostat, this true molecular breakthrough, and you have the aha moment with the products, you're going to want to tell some people. And when you do, just simply upgrade your position. Very, very simple to do. Number three, if you just simply want some more information, still not quite doing your due diligence, ask the person that invited you tonight to get you in on a three-way call with their moving on team leader, because they can help together. They can help get all your questions answered and get you started properly. So with that, hope everyone had a great event tonight. I thank you for your attendance tonight. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. So no matter where you're at in the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everyone.